So we have question number 16. Now what's different between this guy versus the others that we just did, notice that this has two different variables. So I have C's and D's. The other problems had just P's or just X's, which different exponents. Here I got two different letters in here. We're going to treat it the same way. Notice this has two terms. So this is the binomial again. And this has two terms. So I'm going to draw a rectangle that is 2 by 2. Again, it doesn't matter if this is rows and this is columns. So there we go. There's my 2 rows. There's my 2 columns. Again, since they're both 2 by 2, it doesn't matter which one you put on the left and which one you put on the top. So I'll do the 6C minus 5D, and then the 2C minus, always bring over the sign, 9D. This one you should already know how to do. 1C on top, 1C to the left. That means we have 2 of them. So notice the exponent's 2. And then the coefficients, 2 times 6 is 12. Now when you get to this squared, notice it's negative 9D times 6C. Notice that we don't have anything that matches. So what I do is, I say I have 1C and 1D, but I put it in alphabetical order. C first, just one of them, and a D, just one of them. If you want to put the little ones there, if that helps, A-okay. But it's not necessary. And then the coefficients, you do multiply. Negative 9 times 6 is negative 54. This corner, just like this one, we have a C and a D. Notice I'm going to put the C first. There's one C and one D. So notice I didn't add them because there were 2 different letters. Negative 5 times 2 for the coefficient will give us the negative 10. And for this corner, we have a D and a second D. So 1 plus 1, that's how I get D squared for this corner. And then the 2 coefficients, negative times a negative, remember, that's going to be a positive 45. Once all the individual squares are filled out, yet again, what we're going to do, because we have C's and D's, go alphabetical order. Start with your C first. That means your highest degree would be squared. So it would be 12C squared. Done with that. Now notice, because we put these in alphabetical order, CD, CD, that matches. The variable and the exponents match each other. So we can combine these. This is a negative, and this is a negative. See how they line up diagonal, like we usually say? Negative and a negative, this time we're going to add, and we get negative 64CD. And then this one, since it has no C's, will go last. There's no other D squares here, so it's going to be just a positive 45D squared. And that's your final answer.